Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Good
sir.
morning.
Good morning. Okay. Okay. So, so we are going to start with one more application protocol. So, in last time we have seen uh, the MQTT protocol. So that was quite an interesting protocol, which was a message protocol. It was an message queuing telemetry transport protocol, and that was an application protocol which we have seen that how it works. We have seen the features, characteristics of it, as well as the message format. All these things we have seen. So yet in the series, one more application protocol is there called as COAP, that is Constrained Application Protocol. Now this constrained application protocol is very much related with the hypertext protocol. So what you use for the web designing, so that is related with the web application protocol, that is COAP. So COAP is called as the Constrained Application Protocol. The main difference between COAP and HTTP is that COAP replaces the next headers used in HTTP. So जो header है वो HTTP का जो header है उससे अच्छा header, यानी it replaces the next version of the header in case of COAP with more compact binary headers. So instead of having a normal header, the COAP is having a binary header, whereas the HTTP is having a normal header. This is the difference between those. And furthermore, it reduces the number of options available in the header, and at the same time it also reduces the number of options that is available in the header. So COAP is nothing but a constrained application protocol. It is similar to HTTP, but the difference in HTTP and COAP is that COAP is having a compact binary headers, and further also it reduces number of options available in the header. This makes easy to encode the COAP messages. Now what is happening is that if you're having these headers, which is a compact binary header, and it is also having reduced a number of options available, then this makes easy in order to encode the COAP messages. Now it allows you to have four methods. So it allows you to have four methods, and the four methods are get, post, put, and delete. These are the four methods that are available in COAP. So the difference between COAP and HTTP is that it is having a compact binary header, and that most it reduces the number of options available in the header. Second, this makes easy to encode the COAP messages. It allows to have four methods, that is get, post, put, and delete. So we'll see that what the functions of these four methods are to be. Also in COAP method, cells are can be made using confirmable and non-confirmable message services. So now what is this confirmable and non-confirmable message services is that when that the data is sent and it is confirmed, at that time you receive an acknowledgement that data is confirmed. Or the non-confirmable message service is that when the message is sent but it is not sent with the acknowledge that it has confirmed or not. So the difference is that when you're confirmed, that means the acknowledgement is received. Where you're non-confirmed, the acknowledgement is not received. When you receive a confirmable message, the receiver always returns an acknowledgement within a given time period. So वही मैंने बताया कि acknowledgement मिलता है कि भाई आपका message receive हुआ है, confirm हुआ है, and that too depends upon that the given period time. So that is in the given period time you have the confirmation. So that is the most important concept of COAP. So COAP का सबसे important form है कि it has a compact binary header. Second, due to this compact binary header, it reduces number of options available in the header. This makes easy to encode the messages, COAP messages. Then it has four methods: get, put, post, and delete. Then it is having two types of messaging. One is confirmable and the other one is non-confirmable. For confirmable, it receives the acknowledgement. For non-confirmable, it does not receive the acknowledge. The number of response code had also been reduced to make confirmation simpler. So confirmation agar ho raha hai or acknowledgement mil raha hai, तो number of response code is also reduced. That makes it simpler. COAP has also broke away from internet media type scheme like HTTP and other protocols and reduced this with the reduced set of content formats where each format is identified by number instead of its corresponding internet media type. A detailed list of numbers assigned to different options, methods, status code, and context format used in COAP can be found. So this is what about the COAP. Now these are the characteristics of COAP. One is the constrained machine-to-machine web portal. Yes, this is the very important line because we are comparing COAP with HTTP, which is also a web protocol. So this is also constrained machine-to-machine web protocol. Then it is having an REST architecture, that is representational state transfer architecture. It is having an asynchronous transaction support. It is having a low head overhead, that is about 4 bytes. So we'll see that how this overhead header is there. Then URI and content type support, that is unidentified resource thing. Then UDP is a user datagram protocol that is binding, reliable for unicast and multicast support. So we have seen that what unicast and multicast support is going to be there. So these are the COAP characteristics. Okay, so after seeing these COAP characteristics, we'll move on to the next. Now this is the COAP transactions. So how these transactions take place? The first is if the message is CON, that means it is a confirmable request that the receiver peer sends an acknowledgement or reset. So obviously, if this CON is confirmable, then you receive a acknowledgement or reset. Then you receive an acknowledgement because acknowledgement is sent. Then second is NON, that is non-confirmable message, which do not request any message being sent by the receiver pair. Then ACK is acknowledge, acknowledges that the confirmed message has been received, may carry payload. So according to Lee, that if the message is confirmed, then it also has received, may carry the payload. That is what the acknowledgement is used for. And what is RST? It indicates that confirmation has been received, but some content is missing to process it. Acknowledgement तो मिल गया, लेकिन कुछ confirmation, कुछ issues है जिसकी वजह से miss हो रहा है, वो ये बताता है. So these are the 4 COAP transactions. One is confirmation, second is non-confirmation, third is the acknowledgement, fourth is the RST. And RST means that the confirmation message has been received, but some of the contents is missing to process it. These transactions are invoked peer-to-peer, not client-server. So it is going to peer-to-peer. So that is a device-to-device or computer-to-computer. These transactions are identified by the transaction ID called as TID, that is transaction ID. Now 4 methods. So I said that there are 4 methods for COAP. Now what these 4 methods are working for, we have to see. First is the get method, that is retrieved information of an identified resources. So it retrieves the information of the identified resources. So the identifier is that it is identified resource. Second is the post. Create a new resource under the request URI. So create a new resource under the request of URI. What URI means? Uniform Resource Identifier. Then update the resource identified by an URI. Then delete the resource identified by an URI. So put is used to update, delete is used to delete, post is used to create a new resource, and get is to retrieve the information. So these are the 4 options which are having 4 methods that COAP is having. Again, get is to retrieve information, post is to create a new resource under the request of our URI, put is to update the resource identified, and delete is to delete the resource identified by the URI. So resources are identified by the URI, that is Uniform Resource Identifier. मेथड्स आर वेरी मच सिमिलर टू HTTP मेथड. यही चार मेथड जो है वो तकरीबन सेम है जो HTTP में भी यूज होते हैं. अगर आप HTTP नेट पर डालोगे तो आपको जो मेथड्स अंडर HTTP है वो यही चार मेथड्स दिखाई देंगे. देन द रिस्पॉन्स कोड आर द सबसेट ऑफ HTTP रिस्पॉन्स कोड. So it is like a subset. This response code of COAP is like a subset of HTTP response code. Then options carry additional information similar to HTTP header lines by using more compact coding. So optional can carry more additional informations. That is what the COAP methods are saying. Then COAP features. Now what are the features of COAP? First is a 4 byte of header. So header uska 4 byte ka hai. Then it is having options. Then it is having a payload. So payload is unsigned, maybe integer, maybe string. Then the endpoint is IP address, UDP, user datagram protocol port. Then the next feature is constrained web protocol fulfilling M2M requirement. So it is about the constrained web protocol fulfilling the machine to machine protocol. Security binding to datagram transport layer security, that is DTLS. So DTLS means it's a datagram transport layer security. So obviously this feature is there of security binding. Asynchronous message exchange, lower header overhead and passing complexity. Then URI content type support. Then simple proxy and caching capabilities, UDP binding and option reliability. So these are some of the COAP features. To add something in that, COAP transaction provide reliable UDP messaging. COAP resemble HTTP method request and responses, same like what HTTP can do. COAP is exactly resemble with HTTP as it is an application web protocol. COAP method calls many involve multiple COAP transactions. So we have seen how transaction does happen. Roles at the transaction layer may change during the method request response execution. So these are all COAP features which can be asked in the exam as the explain the COAP features. Now this is most important. It is the message format. Now like an option format, header format, we have seen in the MQTT also. So this is the message format. So the transaction format and the message format are similar to each other. So only instead of message ID, there will be transaction ID, whereas rest of the things are similar. Now let us see that how the things are. So there are 4 bytes. So I have already said there are 4 bytes means what? Approximately 32 bits. So for 1 byte, it is having 8 bits. So the message format is available in 32 bits, but it is in 4 bytes. What we can say as a 4 byte instead of saying 32 bits. So version, so it will be having 2 bits. Then T, it is having 1 bit. Then OC is having 3 bits. Code is having 7 to 4, obviously that is having approximately 8, and all the remaining bits are in message ID or the transaction ID. Then comes the token, if any, that is TKL bytes. Then you have options, and then you have payload. So you are having 4 layers. In the first layer, it is 4 byte, that is fixed 4 byte header. Then you have the next one as a token. Then you have next one as option, if any, and then you have payload, if any. Now we'll see that what is this version. So VER, that is version. So how much bit is having? Version is having 2 bit unsigned integer. So 2 bit unsigned integer है जो version दिख रहे हैं अब 0 और 1. So ये 2 bit unsigned integer indicates a COAP version number. So it indicates a COAP version number. So 2 bits is for that. Implementation of this specification must set this field to 1. So if you're having 1, then you're saying that now you're going to be having implementation. Other values are reserved for the future version. So this is first the version. Now next is what is T? T is type. So what is the type? So 2 bits are again assigned to it. So you can see that there are 2 bits. So 2 and 3 are again 2 bits for T, and T is nothing but type. 2 bits unsigned integer indicates if the message is of the type confirmable 0 for non-confirmable 1 and acknowledgement 2 or reset 3. So these are the types that are inside. So if there is confirmation, the 0 is assigned. Then for non-confirmation, 1 is assigned. For acknowledgement, 2 is assigned. And for reset, it is 3 is assigned. So this is called as the T type, which is again a 2-bit unsigned integer. Like version, it was 2-bit unsigned integer. You can see this T1 here. Now next is the OC, that is called as the option count. So it is 4-bit. So you can see that 4-bit. So you can see 4-bit, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is a 4-bit unsigned integer. It indicates the number of options available for the header, that is 0 to 14. So number of options available for the header 0 to 14. आगे वहां से 0 से लेकर 14 तक. If set to 0, there are no options and payload if any immediately follow the header. So नीचे के options और payload नहीं होंगे अगर option counter 0 set किया गया. And if it is set to 15, यानी कि 0 से 14 यानी 15, if it is set to 15, then end of the option marker is used to indicate the end of the option and start of the payload. This is called as the option count. So ये हो गया आपका option count. Then comes code. Code is for 8 bits. So 8 bits, this code field carries the method code or the response code. Methods are the numbers. So जो method है उसका number indicate करो और फिर वो उसके लिए 8 bit assigned होते हैं. Then comes your transaction ID. It is for 2 bits, 2 byte. So 2 byte means around about 16 bits. So you can see this 16 bits. So there is a message ID written. So from 5 to 1, it is having the 16 bits. So 2 and 3 matlab it is about 2 into 8, 16 bit. So the 16 bits are assigned. 16 bits are assigned for every 16 bits are assigned for the transaction ID. That is, it is changed for every new request, but not during retransmission. So you can see the version T, then OC, then code, and then the transaction ID. And rest is like that. If option code is going to be 0, then you don't have then there is no need of options and payload. तो मैंने इसीलिए option और payload नीचे draw नहीं किए. लेकिन अगर वो set to 15 होगा तो फिर options और payload आएंगे. अगर वो 0 होगा तो options और payload नहीं आएंगे. So that is what the transaction ID is saying. So now we'll go to this one. COAP is based on the exchange of the compact messages that default are transmitted over UDP. COAP is based on exchange of compact messages that default are transmitted over UDP. Each COAP message occupies the data section of one UDP datagram. So it is used to exchange the compact messages that is to be transmitted over UDP. Message of COAP uses simple binary format. So COAP का सबसे अच्छा पॉइंट ये है कि वो बाइनरी फॉर्मेट यूज करता है, इसीलिए कॉम्प्लिकेशंस नहीं होते. देन मैसेज इज व्हाट? मैसेज इज फर्स्ट फिक्स साइज ऑफ 4 बाइट हेडर. तो आप देख रहे हैं 0 से लेकर 3 तक यानी 4 बाइट ऑफ हेडर प्लस वेरिएबल लेंथ ऑफ टोकन. सो टोकन की वेरिएबल लेंथ है वो कितनी भी हो सकती है 32 के बीच में. देन अ सीक्वेंस ऑफ COAP ऑप्शन, sequence of COAP options, and then comes the payload. So this is the format of message. So message format is again what it has been. It is having a fixed size 4 byte header plus variable length token plus a sequence of COAP options and payload. So this is the message format. Then this is the option format. So option number, you can see that option number is nothing but the option delta plus X option number. So you can see at the bottom of the figure that is an option delta and X option number. the option delta identifies the option type, कौन सा type है, encoded as the delta difference to the previous option code. So जो previous वाला option code है उसका जो difference है वो delta बोलते हैं, इसीलिए उसको option delta ऐसे identify किया गया है. The option code actually implies the type of the encoded data. The option code employs the type of the encoded data, and URI parameters are carried in the options. So that is an uniform resource identified parameters are carried out in the options. So this is the COAP header format. So this is today we are going to take only this bit. It's very simple bit, उसमें कुछ ज़्यादा है नहीं, फिर एक बार revise कर देते हैं, then we'll finish it off. The first one is, it is a constrained application protocol. It is very much similar to COAP and HTTP are quite very much similar to each other. The difference is that in COAP there is a compact binary headers, and also further it is reduced the number of options available in the header. This makes easy to encode the COAP messages, and it is having 4 methods. One is get, post, put, and delete. Then also in COAP method, the it is sent as confirmation and non-confirmation. So when confirmation is sent, at that time it receives the acknowledgement. If non-confirmable message is there, it will not receive the acknowledgement. Then the number of response code had also been reduced to make the information simpler. COAP can be a detailed list of number assigned to different options, method, status code, and context format used in COAP can be found. These are the characteristics of COAP. So COAP, constrained machine to machine web protocol. So COAP is a constrained message web protocol. Then it is having the REST architecture, having asynchronous transaction support. It is having a lower header overhead, which we have seen as a 4 bytes, URI and content type support, that is an uniform resource identified, and UDP binding, then reliable unicast and multicast support. Then these are the 4 transaction types. One is CON, that is confirmable request, then the non-confirmable message, then the acknowledgement, then RST indicates that CON has been received, but some context is missing to process it. Then the 4 methods of COAP, the one is get, the second is post, third is put, fourth is delete. So get is to retrieve the information of the identified resources. Then post is to create new resource under the request URI. Put is to update the resource identified by an URI. Delete is the resource identified by the URI. So resources are identified by the URIs. Methods are very much similar to HTTP. So these 4 methods are also there in HTTP, which is a web protocol, application protocol. Response code are the subset of HTTP response code. Then options carry additional information similar to HTTP header lines, but using more compact encoding. Then 4 bytes of header. These are the features. It is having options. Then it is having payload, that is unsigned integer string. Then the endpoint is IP address, UDP, port, constrained web protocol fulfilling the M2M requirements, security binding to datagram transport layer security. Then asynchronous is the message exchange, lower header overhead and parsing complexity. Then URI content type support, simply proxy and caching capabilities, and UDP binding with option reliability. So these are some of the features. In addition to that, COAP transaction provide reliable UDP messaging. COAP resemble HTTP method request and response, same thing like HTTP it is having. COAP method calls may involve multiple COAP transactions. Then the roles at the transaction layer may change during method request response execution. Then this is the message format. So you can see that there is total overall 32 bits, that is 4 bytes for the header. That is a header is having 4 bytes, which also seems to be 32 bit. So version 2 bit, T2 bit, OC8 4 bits. code 8 bits and rest of the 16 bits is the message ID or the transaction ID. Then there is a token, options, and payload. So token is variable, then options if any, then payload if any. So we can see here version is having 2 bits unsigned. This implementation of this specification means to set the field as 1. Then T type is 2-bit unsigned integer, indicates the message is of 2 types, is of types like 0 for confirmation, 1 for non-confirmation, 2 for acknowledgement, and 3 for reset. So T is the type you can see here, which is having 2 bits unsigned. Version is also having 2 bits unsigned. Now comes the OC, that is an option count. So it is a 4-bit unsigned integer, indicates number of options. So 4 bit है 0 से 14, after the header 0 to 14. If it is set to 0, then no options and payload. But if it is set to 15, then it is having the options of payload and options. Then code bit is 8 bits. This is the method response code. So methods are the numbers. Then transaction ID or message ID, it is changed for every new request but not during retransmission. So सिर्फ transmission के वक्त ही request आ सकता है, retransmission के वक्त वो change नहीं होगा. So these are the COAP header format. Then you have the message format. COAP is based on the exchange of compact messages that default are transmitted over UDP. Then message of COAP uses simple binary format. Then the message is fixed size 4-byte header plus variable length token plus sequence of COAP options plus payload. And then this is the last, the option format. So you having 2 things here. The one is an option delta and second one is X option number. So what is this option delta and what is this X option number? The option delta identifies the option type encoded as the delta difference to the previous option code. So पिछला वाला ऑप्शन कोड और ये कोड के बीच में जो डिफरेंस है उसको, यानी कि देखो अभी सेकंड वाला ऑप्शन जो ऑप्शन डेल्टा है और नीचे वाला जो ऑप्शन डेल्टा है, इनके बीच में जो डिफरेंस आएगा वो रहेगा आपका ऑप्शन डेल्टा. The option code implies the type of the encoded data and URI parameters are carried in the options. So these are the COAP. So this I've finished. Hello. Have you understood it? Hello. Hello. Have you got it? Should I take attendance? Okay. Roll number 1. Roll number 2.
Yes.
1 is there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 2 is there. 3,
Yes, sir.
4,
Yes, sir.
5, 6,
Yes, sir.
7. 6 is there. 7,
Yes, sir. 7 present.
8.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. 11 is there. 12,
Yes, sir.
13, 14,
Yes, sir.
15, 16, 17,
Yes, sir.
18, 19.
Present, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. 20, 21, 22, 23,
Yes, sir.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Present, sir.
Okay. 31, 32, 33,
Present, sir.
34, 35, 36, 37,
Yes, sir.
38,
Yes, sir.
39, 40, 41, 42,
Yes, sir.
43,
Present, sir.
44, 45, 45, 46,
Yes, sir.
47,
Present, sir.
48, 49,
Present, sir.
okay, 50,
Present.
51, 52,
Present.
53,
Yes, sir.
54, 55, 56, 57,
Present, sir.
58, 59, 60,
Yes, sir.
61, 62. Any number missing?
16, sir.
16. Okay. Any other?
46, sir.
46 है. Else? Else? Okay. ठीक है. Thank you.